Hi all. I am extremely happy to be part of the CXO Genie group. This model is actually quite an interesting one. Apart from being a networking group, this group really helps me on the day-to-day business aspects also. I think the membership model adds a lot of seriousness to the group also. Not only is it about networking and business, it is also about getting good connects and making good friends. Also, I've also even made good friends. This group has a very nice mix of people from different types of industries, right from the new age startups to well-established industries. Also, the experience of the members varies from those who are relatively new to the CFO or senior finance positions to people who have been there, done it, seen it all, etc. So this gives very different perspectives to all of us as members. Now, what do I get from the group as such? On what day-to-day basis, what do I look at? The first part is that there are so many queries being brought about by different members, some of it which I haven't even thought about it. So I first of all get a lot of exposure to different topics out there in the world, so in the business world, which I may not have anticipated itself. That is the primary advantage which I have from the group. Second one is the discussion on very focused topics. There have been multiple cases where I have sought out contacts or information on certain topics, and the response is simply amazing. Usually the members itself respond. Now what is happening is there is a flywheel effect. So people ask questions, people get responses. The people who ask questions see the benefit, and then they again contribute to this process subsequently. There are multiple topics where I have sought help and got them. Just recently, last week for example, I wanted contacts and information about leasing companies, the best leasing companies, the experience which people would have had. The response was almost immediate with also the right references, etc. Now, I could have got this from the market, but the time and effort which I would have got to go out, get information, etc. is quite significant. So this is just one example which I get. I have a long list of examples. When accounting standard on leases came about, there was a very nice interactive debate on how we should go ahead. See, with hindsight, we all now are very comfortable with how to do the treatment, etc. But at that point of time, the collective wisdom helped us in getting to a solution much faster. So this is one of the things. There are also trickier questions in terms of or things which people are exploring, like what is happening with for example, with the PF rules. How do you structure your compensation structure? Now this is an interesting discussion which happened. Some of it happened offline also, but all this started off from here. There have been many more such examples where I personally have benefited quite a lot from these inputs. Now all this has to be two-way. So I also try to give my inputs. So for example, if somebody is wanting into getting into any new age economy company, logistics space, retail space, where I also try to come in. Now this I have realized helps in a fantastic networking effect. It has a multiplier effect and it goes on. Now last but not the least, while I have talked more about the business part, there are two specific aspects which I would love to talk about, which really impressed me. The first one was, now while COVID seems a little bit of a distant memory, there was a lot of trauma going in that time, and I really appreciated CXO Genie group and the members stepping up to help each other. Now that is something really core human at heart, human values at heart. That is something there. The second one which I liked was the initiative taken to help guide members on what they should be doing about their own financial plan. Even being CFOs, at least me, forgot about some of the basic things which we should have done. So this particular process which talked about how to save your data, very fundamental things like how to save your data, how to record them, and very importantly things like how to create a simple will for yourself, all these also help. So it's not only about the business, but the networking, the connect with different people and such topics. So it's been a wonderful journey so far, and looking forward to much more connect with the CXO Genie network.